I can see how simple this is for you. Make a water pipe like this. It's almost like there's no spray anymore. Just drink this water and feed the leaves. It's just cassava juice with bran. This stage is the stage starting to eat hard, guys. I usually eat in the morning and afternoon feeding, and especially there's a lot of afternoon guys. You let him eat at night, but at night we will. There is no A. You can see it, so just put it in. Let's get it out in the morning. Don't miss it. If not, he's hungry. I can eat a lot. I can eat less. Is that later it affects the growth process. You guys, I put this in about 30 minutes. You guys look at this. It's as a child. This cage was not I'm growing up looking. It's very thick, guys. If you look at all the crickets, you can see that they are beautiful. It will eat a few leaves first. It likes to eat the leaves first, and then it starts eating old leaves. You eat a lot of these things. It starts eating bodies like this. Let me show you here, guys. This is the body I gave yesterday in the afternoon. In the afternoon, it's been white like this overnight, is that you can see that it's getting stronger. If this is about a week or so, with this amount of water I put in about 2 hours, he'll eat it all, and then I'll add again. For the ones. The barn is in this foam container, I can't put too many cassava leaves in once. Because you see that. It's not that much. If we give too much, it will be trapped in the cage. What you imagine is, if you put a lot of vegetables, the ventilation, everything. If we give too much, it's going to cover the face up, and the crickets are underneath the ones. The blister. The air doesn't circulate you. At the bottom, it will be very especially steamy. On hot days, for example. It's going to affect that cricket, so it's for growing in foam containers. There is no space. We're supposed to be feeding cassava many times a day. Put it in the right amount, so that the cricket has some ventilation in the cage. It's like we just pull over, and it's going to be very dangerous. This barn is starting to eat hard. This cage is still weak, not very strong. This cage is about 12 to 13 days old. Down here is. I stopped these cages too. I sprayed the water. Drink water through this pipe. This tube is very strong. I only have to light it once every 2 days. In a few days, I'll see if it's this cage. How much weight is harvested? From there will be one. The specific data is a sponge barrel like this area, 50 times 70 centimeters. How much weight some crickets and finished this batch. I'll do another experiment. About the It's a matter of food for your crickets. I'm going to try different foods to see that's the growth rate with food. What is it like? And the quality of crickets for all kinds of foods. What does it do? And then I'll write it down. And I'm going to find a way to grow crickets. The least expensive. Shorten the feeding time and improve the quality of meat. Then I will share with everyone. I think I'm in Vietnam now. Let's just spread our ears to each other, guys. It's like the one who's ahead shows the one who's behind. We also have a pet. That's the way it is. Let's take this one's industrial feed. It's done. Feed it. I saw it too big and saw it too. Then we just pass on each other's ears. We don't have any experiments yet about other types of food. Or is it just green vegetables? Add a little more protein, like fish protein or something. There is no A. Which unit does that? And I think I've got time that I'm going to try. As for me, I don't like A. Don't feed crickets this industrial brand, it's guys. Not because it's bad. I don't have it. Aversion to industrial brand, and I'm crickets. Not too strict with that either. Where are the animals that eat industrial brand? Because it's actually industrial brand. He was born also too. It helps us solve it. The problem is to shorten the feeding day and raise it. That's very good. There's nothing but in the current equation. The price of animal feed is going up like this. That we're raising on a large scale. It's going to be very expensive, meat quality for the industrial brand feeding. Lotus with vegetables then like I this. See no problem. I still see the meat. Delicious. It's not no. If you feed only this brand, no, then it's bad. You guys are bad because I did. I used to buy a few houses. It's just industrial brand feeding. The meat is very bad. What I want to go there is reducing our dependence on this industrial and raise this cricket. I don't use industrial to compete with other types of pets. If you raise it, they also use this industrial cricket's competitive advantage compared to other food groups. It will be restriction. Guys, it's nothing more than industrial farming. Like a pig, like a chicken. I want to feed this cricket. We're going to take advantage of waste agriculture in the local area where we turn that waste into food. And raising crickets reduces the cost of production. I think that's what I think is the best. Then the cricket is very nutritional delicious. Content in crickets is also I'm not excellent, talking about this, or I didn't get the information in the newspaper. I used to take it with me. Take the meat for testing. You've got fresh cricket meat and cricket flour. I took the test and the protein content. Then the content. There's fiber. There's iron in crickets. It's amazing. Of course, it's kept in this sponge. I want to share to help you to raise aquarium birds. But that one, part of it is that I want to experiment testing does. In large containers, guys, it's very difficult to control. So when I made this little box, I have two purposes. One is to record the growth process when raised in to control, so I can experiment on a variety of different foods. Is share for the brothers and sisters that raise aquarium birds. I know how to grow in this box, and as you can see, it's very simple. It's not that difficult. Like I only pull out about 10 degrees a day. 15 minutes to take care of these crickets, guys. There's this water pipe, guys. It's very effective. It's short, but it's very effective. It's a long tube that I shared with you above. The cage is 1 meter by 3 meters. Here, it's good for what's easy to drink. It's about to run out of leaves, and you're about to reach the next level. 0 now. I'll add 18. One more. How's 0. This small in about 10 days is probably starts to eat hard. Like the barn over there, but it's not eating very well now. These cages are probably about as big as this cage. About 10 to 12 days. Milk crickets can be harvested. This product feed the crickets. Now you can feed them. Come here and see how big it is. Here's my finger. That's what feeding crickets is. Feeding birds is great. This is especially a bird. That's enough to eat. And those are some of my shares in today's video. If you see the video, this is interesting. You can give yourself a heart, like a heart. One comment.